世界のみんなとつながろう Bridges across world communities.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Bridges Across World Communities, sponsored by NIA, the Nishinomiya City International Association. My name is Floyd.
And my name is Thelma. Each month we provide practical knowledge for daily living and important information about disaster prevention.
This program is for English-speaking residents in the Nishinomiya area and is broadcast on the second Saturday of each month from 12 noon to 12:15.
This month's topic are AED and the Yogo Emergency Net.
And we have the second half of our interview with Ms. Elizabeth Matiska, an international student from Spokane, Washington.
提供は西宮市国際交流協会です。Happy October, Floyd! Are you enjoying the cooler autumn weather?
Yes, Stella, I love it, and I can finally sleep at night without using the AC.
Well, good. I was getting tired of hearing you whining about the hot weather every month.
Yeah, sorry about that. So what's our topic for today?
Well, we'll be talking about the electronic AED devices which have been installed in many locations throughout Japan.
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot about those in the media recently. We should also inform our listeners about the CPR training courses available for foreigners, where we can learn how to use an AED.
Good idea. But first, what is an AED?
Good question. AED is an English acronym for Automated External Defibrillator. Now, this device will detect irregular heart rhythms or spasms and automatically use an electrical shock to restore the normal rhythm of the heart. However, the device cannot shock a heart back to life once it has stopped beating.
It's been 20 years since the approval of the use of AED by the general public. Prior to that, only medical professionals were permitted to use them.
That's right. Now, there are now over 690,000 AEDs installed throughout Japan, making it one of the leading countries in terms of AED accessibility. It has already saved over 8,000 lives here.
Yeah. Why are so many AED installed in Japan?
Well, one reason is that in 2001, the U.S. permitted the installation of AEDs on international flights. And after that, there was a kind of a gradual relaxation of regulations around the world, which led to AEDs being permitted for use by the general public in 2004.
Another reason may be because the cost has come down and they've become so easy to use.
Yep.
In fact, even preschoolers are now learning how to use them.
What?
Yeah.
Preschoolers?
Yeah, Yo-Chin, a magazine aimed at preschoolers, has published an AED playset supplement. With help from their parents, children can assemble a close replica of a real AED and actually experience using it.
Yeah, that's amazing. Now, what a great way to learn how to use an AED.
Exactly. Yeah, and the kit is very popular with children and parents.
Now, operating a real AED has been made so simple that almost anyone can use it. And when the time comes to use an AED during an emergency, the recorded instructions will guide you through the procedure.
Even so, according to the Fire and Disaster Management Agency of Japan, the rate of AED usage for cardiac arrest in 2022 was only 4.3%.
Why was the usage rate so low?
Well, there are three main reasons. First, people don't often know where the AEDs are installed. And second, most people still don't know how to use them. And third, many people are afraid of what might happen if they don't use them correctly.
Okay, so something we should all do starting today is to confirm where AEDs are installed. You know, as we go about our daily lives, we should check around our neighborhood, our workplace, commuting routes, stations, convenience stores, supermarkets, and so on.
There are over 620 locations with AEDs installed in Nishinomiya, including public facilities such as city halls, hospitals, and schools. They even have phone apps that shows you the location of nearby AEDs on the map.
That's cool. Now, but besides knowing where AEDs are located, we also need to know how to use them and be prepared to respond confidently and without hesitation during an emergency.
That's right. The Nishinomiya Fire Department holds basic life-saving training courses twice a month, which includes instructions on how to use an AED.
And through NIA, there's a CPR and first aid training course for foreigners that's held 2 or 3 times a year at the fire station located near JR Nishinomiya. The next course will be held on Saturday, December 7th.
Have you ever taken this course, Clyde?
Yeah, I have. It's great. And I know you and many others who have also. Now, since the recorded instructions on the AED are only in Japanese, it's really important for us foreigners to take a course like this so we can properly understand the directions.
Yes, participation in the course is free, and an interpreter will be on hand if you ask for one when you sign up. For more details, please visit the NIA website, Facebook page, or contact NIA directly.
Now, here's a powerful statistic. If CPR, or cardiopulmonary resuscitation, is not performed during a certain cardiac emergencies, the survival rate after 1 month is only 6.6%. But in cases where bystanders have been able to use an AED, the survival rate is 50.3%.
With simple training, using an AED is something we can all do to save a life.
7.7 Sakura FM.
And we'd like to welcome back Liz Matiska for the second half of our interview.
Great to be back.
Welcome back again.
It's been a whole month ago we spoke to you.
Yeah.
Now, just a really quick summary. Last time we talked about you have been in Japan since last September.
Yes.
And you're from Spokane, Washington. And what were you studying here again?
Here I'm just studying Japanese here.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm just taking Japanese.
And where are you doing
classes.
that?
Mukugawa Women's University.
How do you like it there?
I like it a lot. Yeah. Everyone's been super welcoming and helpful. So yeah.
So let's talk about NIA, which is sponsoring this program. Apparently you did some events with NIA last year.
Yeah, I heard about NIA through my university's International Center, actually. They forwarded me the opportunity to do a homestay program here. And so I thought, why not? And I tried it, and I came here, and it was great. So I just kept coming back.
We talked about last month, when you were in Spokane, you had some Japanese students homestaying with your family.
Yeah.
So you did this homestay here with the Japanese. And how many was that, for several days? Or what was that?
It was just for one day. Yeah, we came to the International Center, or the NIA, and then everyone went to Nishinomiya Jinja together. And then I went home with this one family with 2 little kids, and it was a great experience. I stayed there one night, and they showed me around. It was a great experience. Yeah.
So did you have a home cooked meal with them?
Yeah. We had okonomiyaki.
Nice.
Yeah. So now I think we were mentioning last time about some foods. You enjoy a lot of the Japanese foods here. Do you have any favorites?
Udon definitely
Udon.
is my absolute favorite. I ate way too much of it.
So do you make it yourself at all?
Oh no, I buy it. I can't cook to save my life. But yeah, especially tsumetai udon in the summer is my favorite.
Now I heard also from a source that you were modeling kimonos at an NIA event.
Maybe a strong word, but yeah, we did. They were nice enough to give me the opportunity to try on some kimono here, and then they had a demonstration of putting the kimono on. So I got to be, the prop for that.
Was that your first time?
No, I've done kimono a few times, but yeah.
Have you ever tried salmon here? Especially, that's the food during summer.
Yeah, I have not actually tried it yet. I intended to, but then I just never got the opportunity, unfortunately.
Well, good chance for you to come to my place. It's a good thing.
Yeah, maybe after the show we'll go to your place. Have so many. Are there some things you really miss about Spokane since you've been here?
Definitely, yeah. I miss my family and friends, of course. I love the transport here, the public transport, but I also miss my car back at home. Just being able to go wherever, whenever. That was pretty nice. And I miss the lack of humidity, probably most of all.
Now, we talked earlier, and you mentioned something about Bloomsday. What's that about?
Yeah, so it's one of the things Spokane is known for is this big race in the spring. They have competitive athletes that actually race for times, of course, but anyone can sign up. I've done it 3 times. You can run it, you can walk it, you get a time, and it's just a giant, race where everyone walks or runs, and it's a great community thing.
Through the mountains and stuff?
It's mostly through downtown Spokane, but then also for a good portion of it, it's along the Spokane River. So that's very beautiful in spring because you get to see all of the blooms.
That's why the blooms.
Yeah.
All right.
So it's just it's a good way to get outside in the spring. It's kind of the first big event we have.
How long is the course?
7 miles, 12 kilometers.
Wow.
Approximately.
Have you ever run it, or do you?
I have not run it. No, I usually do it with my sister, and she has kids in strollers, so it's usually a pretty leisurely pace we take.
So now you're planning to leave here, I think, next month or very soon,
next
right?
week, actually.
Next
yeah.
week?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm just curious. Like, what was your first impression? Like when you rode the first time in train in here in Japan?
And train here in Japan, how quiet and clean it was. That was, that was pretty surprising. But yeah.
Okay.
And now you plan to go back, and you have, what, a couple more years? at
Yeah,
university?
I have 2 more years.
And what do you plan to do after that?
I would like to work at an international office of some kind, maybe one like this, or maybe the one at university to work with exchange students, so I can keep using my Japanese. But everyone here has made me feel so welcome. I'd like to do the same for others coming to my city.
Oh, nice.
So when you go back, what are you going to miss most about Japan?
The food, probably, the public transport, and the sea, yeah.
The sea?
Yeah.
Yeah, Spokane is pretty far inland.
Yeah,
isn't
it's pretty far inland, so the fact that I can just, take a train 20 minutes and be at a beach here is pretty nice. I'll miss that a lot.
So now we mentioned last time your parents came to visit you. Any of your friends?
Yeah, one of my friends came to visit for a week.
What did you guys do?
I got to show her around Osaka, but the funny thing was her absolute favorite thing here of her whole trip was the melon pan from 7-Eleven. That was the absolute highlight of her week here.
Do you have melon pan in Spokane?
No, we don't. Yeah, so she was pretty amazed at it.
It's 7-Eleven. I can't find 7-Eleven anymore.
Maybe she'll go look.
Now, last month we talked about some of your highlights, and you mentioned one was the Danjiri Festival in Osaka, and I guess going to Okayama. Now, what about, I heard you did some rice planting also.
Yeah, I actually got an opportunity to go out into the countryside with some of the girls from my university, and we got to, stand in the mud with, our pants rolled up and, in the bugs and the frogs and, putting the rice in. But it was actually really fun. It was great. It was so beautiful and peaceful out there. And we got homemade onigiri rice balls afterwards in this very traditional Japanese home with the tatami mats and all the pictures of the family and their ancestors. So that was a really cool experience. It felt like real Japan.
So are there any things that you heard about that you didn't get a chance to do that you wish you had done that you still, maybe in the future, you'll try to do when you come back?
Yeah, I would like to bike the Shimanami Kaido at some point, definitely. I attempted it, but it just didn't work out this time. And I would also like to go a little farther north, since we're so far south. It just didn't work to go to places like Nagoya, Hokkaido, and those kind of things.
You might find Hokkaido looks like Spokane.
Oh, really? Really? Yeah, I would like to go in the summer or the winter, either way.
Well, we're running out of time. We would like to thank you for joining us. It's been great talking to you. And
yeah, of course.
Good luck.
You.
You're leaving next week.
Yes.
Good luck back in the States and whatever you choose to do.
Yeah, thank you so much.
防災情報です。
The Hyogo Emergency Net, or Hyogo Bosai Net, is an internet service provided by Hyogo Prefecture that delivers disaster prevention and emergency information to smartphones in 12 languages, including English.
Download the free application from your smartphone's app store by doing a search for Hyogo Bosai Net. The app might be easier to find by entering Japanese characters.
Now, after installing the app, set the language to English and the city to Nishinomiya.
In the event of a disaster, emergency information such as evacuation advisories, dangerous weather information, and other warnings will automatically be sent to your smartphone.
Plus, the information will automatically be translated and displayed in English. Now, the translation is not perfect, but it's clear enough for you to understand the important details.
Be sure to subscribe to the Hyogo Emergency Net in advance to prepare for disasters.
A free counseling service for foreign residents will be held at NIA on Sunday, November 17th from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m.
Several slots are still open, but you need to apply in advance. Please let us know if you need language support when you make your reservation.
For applications or any other inquiries, contact NIA at 0798 328680 or send an email to nia@nishi.or.jp. Our English-speaking staff will be happy to help.
Please continue to be careful and stay safe.
提供は西宮市国際交流協会でした。
Have a great weekend, everyone.